Since Jeremy Sochan was drafted by the San Antonio Spurs, he went from number 9 overall pick to potential future face of the franchise. The Spurs traded away Dejounte Murray this week, signaling a full rebuild that the former Baylor Bear will be at the forefront of. Six Sports spoke with Mike Verkanov from The Athletic to learn more about Sochan's role.
You were kind of going through some of the comparisons, and there was a lot of different names, but the one that stuck out to me was Draymond Green. And you talk about what a good defender Jeremy Sochan is. Where does that comparison come in?
That was the name that I had heard a bunch of times around him, just because of his versatility, his length, his ability to slide up and down a lineup, playing the 3, the 4, the 5. It was something he brought up as well, because he likes the way that Draymond Green defends. He likes how he is self-aware about what his role is, and he likes kind of the nasty edge that he plays with. Those are some of the things that Jeremy said he tries to emulate when he's out on the court. And so I think that's someone he models his game after.
When you talk about everything that he did at Baylor and sort of what's expected of him in the NBA, what do you think this first season is going to look like for him? Because he admitted he probably isn't going to have a ton of offensive influence, but he can still be a good defender. Is he going to be a guy that's getting a ton of minutes, or is he just going to come into this slowly?
Well, things are fluid for the Spurs right now, so we'll see. But it does seem like he'll have a good opportunity to play. Anytime you come in as the number 9 pick, you would think that they have a good opportunity to play. The Spurs have been probably a little more conservative with their draft picks in the past than maybe some other organizations. I think they've sent a number of them down to the G League to get some seasoning down there. Obviously, we'll see what they do this season. This might be an outlier for them. They're obviously not going to be as good as they had been in recent years, a playoff team, a playoff caliber team. It seems like after they just traded Dejounte Murray yesterday. And they do need help in the front court. So I expect him to play a little bit. You can't ever say for certain with Pop and with the Spurs, but I think he'll have an opportunity to prove himself and to kind of get acclimated to the NBA right away.
Greg Popovich seems particular about the guys that he selects and who he likes. Yeah. Does Jeremy Sochan fit into that mold of a guy that you would assume Pop would go after?
He does. He's a worldly guy. He's bounced between several different countries just in his playing career. Born in the U.S., raised in England, plays for the Polish national team, played college at Baylor. He played for a basketball academy in Germany. So, he's someone who's into art. He's into different types of music. That just seems like the profile of a guy that Pop can relate with. So I feel like they probably hit it off pretty well pre-draft just when they talked to one another.